Oh, there we go. And feet together, squat. And we're gonna go 3 bounces down, 3 bounces in a pike. Bounce, 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 pike, pike, pike.
What did I miss?
Just some jogging in place.
Okay.
Oh.
Shuttle. Reaching across, we're doing twists. Reach one hand to the opposite foot and try to reach back as far as you can.
Ow.
Oh, don't hit stuff.
I should probably move over just a little bit.
Next one. And we're going to just jog it back and forth, trying to get a small bounce and a small stretch on each leg. Both at the same time, and you're going to roll over your toes into a point. So you're just going to go bounce and point, bounce and point. Next one, same thing, but full ankle circles. So you'll roll it out, bounce. Roll the other way. All of my toes are crackling. Yikes.
Yeah, mine too.
And have a seat on the knees. Just real quick, cross chest. Other one. Tricep opens up. Switch. Arm swings, cross in front, and try to clap behind. Oh dear, I need a better camera angle. You guys can't see how bad I am at this.
Nope, we can see both of you.
Wonderful, thanks, Andy.
Wow.
Anyone got like the Michael Phelps like full like behind their head?
I don't know.
Lunge. Leg shake.
Oh, this hurts.
Yeah, I'm feeling it from this week too.
We're all rusty. Like the Titanic or something.
Quad.
Oh gosh.
Other side lunge.
Apparently somebody's making a second Titanic that's going to go through the same course. Like,
Well, I hope not. Hopefully this one has a better destination. Like straighten the knee.
either that or better plans. Because if they make it the same way, it's just going to have the same accident eventually.
But then we could have another okay movie about the same people.
Another okay movie.
And everybody will cry when the other guy falls off the rail.
Oh,
So funny.
guy, there was enough room for both of them. She was just being selfish. Whatever.
A couple weeks ago, I ran into someone just kind of chatting about what people did for a living and found out that I met someone who his job is to control remote controlled underwater vessels. he was the one that actually was the controlling camera man for going through the Titanic wreckage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. Okay. That was it for a little bit of quick warm-up. We're going to be doing a little bit more and more with just warm-up stuff as the weeks go on. Workout today. You need something to hold. I'm going to be using a water bottle. You can use a pillow. You can use a 25-pound weight. I would not do a dog. I think that's hilarious, but I don't think you should do that. The lighter it is, the easier your life is about to be. The smaller it is, the easier your life is about to be. So a couch pillow would be perfect. I was going to do that, but I figured we would get mad. I sweat on our couch pillows. So I'm using my water bottle. And that way, if it feels too heavy, I'm just hydrating, and then it gets lighter at the same time. Yes.
So this would work?
Yeah.
No, don't go barking out the window.
Okay.
Alexis, if I look up and you're doing these exercises, just carrying your puppy around, I'm going to keep busting up. Okay, we're only doing 3 exercises. First one is set lifts. Let's see if I can get the camera right. Laying down your stomach, chin stays on the ground, arms stay straight, and you're just going to lift whatever you're holding up. Keeping your arms straight. Second exercise, hollow hold arm circles, where you're going to have to take that object all the way around, and you have to do a partial V up to get it underneath your legs and back all the way up. And the last one's that same thing in an arch up.
Actually, I'm gonna get a water bottle.
So
Might
those
not be too.
are the exercises that we're doing. The numbers, 1 through 10, back to 1. So you do 1 set lift, 1 hollow thingy, 1 arch up, 2 set lifts, 2 hollow thingies, 2 arch thingies, then 3, then 4, then 5, all the way up to 10, and then all the way back down to 1. Make sense? It's very self-motivated, self-guided. See how quick you can get through it. And then when you're done, you have some time to breathe, grab some water, start doing stretching. Once everybody's done, then I'll lead us through some guided stretching, and yeah.
Wait, so how many of each?
1, 1, 1. Or can we
You
do
start
like
with 1. You'll do 1 of each, then 2 of each, then 3 of each, then 4 of each, then 5, all the way up till you do 10 of each, and then you go back down 9 of each, 8 of each, 7 of each, blah, 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 down to 1 of each. Cool? Go. I should fix that.
We still get some of it back into here, right?
I do not like this.
I do not like this.
I do not like this, Sam. I am.
Oh, hopefully there's no bad words in this playlist. No one ever had bad words in the 90s, right?
Not necessarily blatant, but
Wait a second. There.
Ooh, closing water bottle. That just sprayed everywhere. Okay.
the good thing is it's a pyramid sequence. So it's not just 10 of everything.
When you guys are doing the circles, it might not be bad to go one direction and then back the other direction. So you're always doing opposite directions.
Okay. I think I need something smaller. I found a ball. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum,
Come on, Rosie, full arch. Get that all the way up there.
No, we dropped it.
You may consume 3 beans and no more.
Oh gosh.
The worst one's definitely the behind your back.
Thanks, you guys.
I'm on 8 up.
You're on 8. It just got to 9.
Back to listening the way you want with premium access. Try it now.
Melissa, is that a block from the gym?
Huh?
Is that a block from the gym?
I had it at my house. Yeah, I'll go into the gym now.
I would have thought that that was a genius idea because we have several things from Aspire here right now.
They're just like little yoga set things.
These arches are so hard for me. They're like swimmers.
Daniel, the ones you're doing are definitely the worst of the bunch.
Agreed. Anybody on the way back down already?
Hello?
Sweet.
Just made it to 10.
One more. Wait.
Alexis,
Just
full arm circles, even the V up ones. Make sure it's going all the way up to the top and all the way around.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
What? I just finished 10.
Nice.
On the way down.
Nice, Katie. Good, Maddie. You guys are killing it.
It only gets easier on the way down. Still not very easy though.
I don't think it gets easier until like number 4. Up until then, like 5 even was painful for me. Katie, same.
Katie.
If you guys are done while you're waiting for everybody to finish, go ahead and start getting some stretches in, and then we'll all join and do some group stretching afterwards. Actually, is anybody done right now already? I want to let this full arch while you're doing those ones. Yeah,
1 for 7.
doing those ones.
Number 6. Here we go.
What is that doing? What is happening?
Number 5.
I actually cannot do this. What? I'm like doing like 5.
Here we go, number 4. Whew, almost done.
Remind me to stop doing arch exercises. Ay.
Number 3.
Splashing all over your clothes.
Number 2.
You're doing, Henry. You're doing good. Hold there, Alexis. Come on.
Clean. It's got to be tied.
Lexi, I have no idea if you're done or not, but if you're not, just keep going. Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finished.
On a station menu to change your mood, and we'll play you lesser known tracks from the albums you like. Or maybe you want to hear songs from artists and albums you've never heard on this station before. That's Discovery. Switch through different modes on your My Station menu to make your top stations even better, even more you. Try it today.
Close. Good try. I couldn't do any better.
Ever. Everybody done? Sweet. We're gonna do some stretches we don't do as often, and we'll finish up with splits and bridge. Mermaid.
Could I get a drink first?
Yeah, go grab some water. Join us while you're second. Lean into the front leg. Mine's the less flexible version of it. The more flexible version, so I can show. So if you're more flexible than I am, you can go ahead and go up on your leg if you're doing splits and pull that leg in. You should feel it in the bottom of your hand and up in your glutes. If you're not as flexible, then you're stuck like me, just kind of laying down on your leg sideways. I get touched in the same spot in the lower hamstring and the glutes. Ooh. Keep that back leg tucked in, lay down the back leg for a quad stretch. If you can lay all the way down, go ahead and lay all the way down. Alexis, can you angle your camera down a little bit so people can actually see what this stretch is supposed to look like instead of looking at my not movable self? So if you can, we should be able to lay all the way down with that back leg tucked all the way into your butt so that you feel that stretch all along the front of your quad. So should be laying backwards right now. There you go, Henry. There you go. And if you're not feeling a stretch, pull that heel all the way into your butt, and you can squeeze your stomach to try to press your back down even more to try to get more of a stretch in your quad. All right, back up, other leg forwards, other side.
Did you know that pepper grows better with basil?
I know what?
Pepper always grows better and faster when it's with basil. I think it's something about like the frequency, because certain plants make certain frequencies, like sunflowers sing, like, and then when you touch them or something, it makes a different noise, and it's actually kind of cool. So talking to your plants actually works.
Henry, you need a teacher when you get older.
What?
You need a teacher for your career when you get older.
No, I'm thinking like some weird big CEO somewhere that makes like everything from like Tupperware to beds, something. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, but if none of them work out, actually, I kind of have a loose idea that I want to be some crazy Elon Musk type CEO.
Move your back leg to your quad.
Ah.
Butterfly. Or if you're like me, it's more of a cocoon.
What's everybody's favorite subject?
Shop class. Hands and ankles, try to use your elbows to press your knees all the way down. Ooh, or pop your hips if you're old. If that's not enough, then you're flexible enough, you can go ahead and take your hands and press down on your knees as you lean into them. Feet out part way. Lean out towards your feet, long butterfly. Head all the way down. You might be able to get a stretch going down your back. You got a tight back.
Okay. You know how much stubbing your toe hurts?
Enough to know that it hurts.
I've now also heard this called a mushroom stretch. You're just going to lean back into a candlestick, but then bring it down to where you're trying to touch your knees on the ground past your head.
Breaking your toe is like stubbing it,
On the
but
side
like
of you.
5 times worse.
Rose, I'm going to highlight you again. You're doing this way better than I am. So if you want to see what this is really supposed to look like, there you go.
Okay, Rosie.
Both knees on one side of your head. So you're doing this both knees to one ear. You should be able to get your knees together. There you go. Again, Rose has got this down way better than my body will ever be able to do. So that's up on the screen. Other side.
I feel like half of the people in here could be great spies because like could hide in like a 1 by 1 inch block of something.
Speak for yourself. I cannot.
I never said I was.
Back to the center, but this time feet together, legs straight, pike stretch. Keep your toes on the ground and try to pull that pike as deep as you can while upside down. And then you can grab your legs and you can let your booty start to sink down towards the ground like you're getting away from the candlestick and get that into as tight of a pike as you can. And slowly come on out. Land on your stomach. Arms out to the side. And bring one foot over to your hands.
My sister got a kind of weird tumble track
Other
type
side.
of thing.
Oh, that was a great pop. Back to the center, and we're gonna bend your elbows up. Don't let your elbows drop down. Make sure you're keeping your elbows up next to your shoulders. And then same thing, just turn to one side, trying to keep your shoulder on the ground while you twist. Should feel this one more in the front of your shoulder into your chest. If you're not quite feeling that, go ahead and take your bent arm that's on the ground. Instead of having it so crunched in, try to expand it out just a little bit while staying bent to get that turn. Other side. Middle splits. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ace, I hear you. I have not been this unflexible middle splits in a while. Oh, this is so much worse than Wednesday.
It's still better than mine, which is sad.
Ooh, Katie, that's genius. Oh. So Katie's on a slippery surface, and she put one foot on a pillow so that her split would slide out further.
There's a
Go ahead and turn into right or left leg splits.
Have you ever like stopped a treadmill and then suddenly you're not moving anymore and your brain gets all weird and fuzzy and dizzy?
Sadly, I know exactly what you're talking about. Other side. Henry, in one of my years in college, we had a sport physiology lab class where we were doing, oh man, what was it called? Essentially, we had to measure the rate of oxygen intake during exercise and how you can use that to measure like peak performance and blood rate and all this crazy. And our group was like, "Oh, Daniel's a gymnast; he gets to do the running." And I was like, "But I don't run. I don't do that." So I had like all this full like headgear and like snorkel mask with air tube hooked up to me, and they forced me to go full sprint until I couldn't anymore. And so they let me slow down until my legs were cramping, and then they sped me back up again. And oh, it was all bad. And so when they finally stopped it, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was just hanging on to whatever was the closest railing and trying not to pass out, and everything was gray and fuzzy and weird. It was all bad.
You can get the same feeling where you're all kind of wobbly if you're running a treadmill and then you pull a thing off and it stops immediately.
Last one. Here we go. Ready, set, up. Best bridge is getting shown off. Boom, legs are straight, feet are together, fingers pointed back towards your toes, pressing those shoulders out. Nice, guys. And down. Nice job, guys. Next week, I have a feeling the intensity is going to be picking back up again. We're going to go back into the same kind of structure as we did the first week with workouts. That was more like the insanity workout video type of thing. A lot more whole body fitness and endurance cardio type of related. I think I'm going to keep kind of rotating back and forth between that kind of workout and then more muscle group range of motion type of, I don't know, more muscle specific, I guess. But next week's going to be more whole body and endurance. Anybody been stretching every day?
I've tried to.
Other days.
Harder
I did
question.
on
Has anybody reached out to anybody else to see if they've been stretching or to help them be accountable?
I don't know anybody's phone number because I'm an introvert and I don't like to call people.
Fair enough, but there are creative ways, even without phone numbers, you can still reach out and find people and double check and make sure they still have a buddy on team to help you stretch. Same with you. It's easier to remember to stretch every day.
Yeah.
Building those habits. Those habits right now are going to be huge, and it's going to go a long way. And when we come back to be able to keep these habits while back in regular practice, it's going to make a huge. us reaching out to each other and trying to help each other be accountable to help everybody stretching, because every week we're adding another thing and adding another thing to try to create more and more stronger and stronger habits. So the more you can jump right away and help each other right away, the easier it'll be as we try to help you guys create great habits getting back into this upcoming season. I got nothing else. Your screen's frozen and you're waving at us, and it's making me happy.
I don't like wind chimes.
Henry, since you came up with this week's idea, you want to be the first one to show us something you're proud of?
I can't really show it, but I can tell you about
Sure.
it. Okay. So I started to try to beat the Ender Dragon. It did not work. I got all the necessary preparations. I decided to go find the stronghold. I got there after dying a couple times, and then I died to Silverfish, which is probably the most embarrassing way it could have happened. Found most of my stuff, lost some good stuff though. And the worst part is I don't even think the stronghold has a portal room, so it's all kind of or not. So but I got to the stronghold. That's the important part.
Nice. Anybody want to go next?
I'll go. I applied to be a mentor last few days ago, and I got accepted to be a mentor at my school next year for 6th grade also.
That's good. That's cool.
That's pretty good. What does that really mean? Like, what does that entail? What does that mean you get to do?
Basically, I have to be there for the orientation, and I get assigned a mentee, and I basically just help them out throughout the year, like if they're lost or if they're confused or anything, and I kind of just help them out around the school, basically.
Would this be for someone that's new to the school or just coming in?
Yeah. I'll be a freshman next year, so I'll be able to help 6th graders, so that's what I'll be doing.
Nice. That's awesome. Anybody else? Oh, Katie. Sorry.
So I went in for an interview with a photographer a couple of months ago, and then Christmas break happened. A lot of things happened with her and happened to me, but I haven't gone back. But this is what I took to my interview. It's a scrapbook of some of the best photos I've ever taken.
Oh, cool.
That's Nina. And then this one I took a few months ago on a photography field trip.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
this is my all-time favorite.
Where is that?
It's on the side of a building in downtown Phoenix on Roosevelt Row.
I can just see Jameson yelling at you.
That's really neat. How long have you been doing photography stuff?
I picked it up last year. Well, I kind of started in 8th grade for yearbook, but it was only like shooting sports, and I didn't like it. But I joined the photography class last year, and then I'm on my 2nd year.
That's awesome.
But yeah, just imagine working for the Daily Bugle and J. Jonah Jameson starts saying, "Landon, I need you to bring me some photos of Spider-Man."
Oh, jeez. Anybody else? Here, I'll jump in for this next one. Give you time to think.
What have you accomplished? I'm sorry.
Did I lose everybody?
I'm still here.
I lost everything on my side. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hello.
Everybody still looking at me or no?
I mean, I'm looking at myself in the corner, but I'm trying to look at you. I'm so
So,
distracted.
without
that, like,
being
corner
in the gym, I've had time to build things. So I've finally gotten a chance to build barn doors for Bree.
Oh my
Cool.
Yeah, so that finally got done after having to take way too long to do it. But yeah, it came out really good. And now we have sliding doors that are really fun just to slide on purpose.
Kind of on a side note, can I say a couple things?
I don't know, let's see, does Alyssa, Rosalie, Asa, or Georgina have anything to show off?
I do.
Okay, I'll
Hold on, I think Rosalie's is going to be a quick one and it made me giggle.
I've been drinking more water.
Yay!
Yes, Rosie.
All right, Alyssa, you have one?
I put together this whole dresser by myself.
Yes, queen.
Yes, Alyssa.
Screws.
Yes. Adulting at its finest.
And I also figured out how to put all that stuff up without putting holes in the wall like I did at my dorm room.
Yes. Asa, Queen Georgina.
I'll go real quick. It's outside. We like made this garden type thing. It's out on the side of our house. How do I turn the camera? So I'm growing carrots, lettuce. Then we have cilantro and oregano. More lettuce, and we have cucumber, cauliflower, squash, beans, and spinach.
Holy cow.
Tip for growing carrots, they grow off the carrot itself. So if you leave a carrot in the ground, it'll grow more carrots off of it.
Asa, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it took a lot of time. We had like our trampoline that was up against here that didn't really work.
So vegetation, I like it.
Right. It'll be well worth it.
Yeah, we also have corn, like tomato
Ooh.
and red bell pepper, ton of stuff.
You have all the
Oh yeah, we
ingredients.
also have what was it? It's called Tabasco. That's what we have.
Oh, that sounds fun. I've only known of that in
All the ingredients for Mexican food. You need to make some.
Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finally made time to fix my board, my whiteboard.
Aw.
Oh,
Thank you, so cute.
draw so well. Holy cow.
So my perfectionism really kicked in, and this was the result.
That's so cool.
How you drew that Snoopy? I can barely draw a line on a whiteboard.
Was that freehand?
Yeah.
Dang. That's
I couldn't
fantastic.
like that.
Cool.
Probably my favorite thing on the board is the "you people" sign.
Story of our team, right? All right, you guys. Again, great job this week. We'll see you guys next week. And if anybody has any ideas on great show and tell ideas or ways that we can just still keep our just team atmosphere just working out after next Friday's practice, let us know. Right now, no ideas.
What about like weird irrational fears people have?
And with the good ideas. I like it. I'm going to write that one down. We're going to see if we can create a list. If anybody's got any other ideas, we'll keep building this list and we'll just kind of randomly pick one each week. Cool? Thanks, guys.
Two things. I don't like wind chimes. They sound like something's trying to sneak past them onto you and it's bumping past them. And also, I found out that like 1 in 900 people is scared of the color yellow. I'm one of them.
Fair enough. So don't wear yellow around here. Got it.
Pale yellow is weird and freaky. Okay,
Wait, is
I'm
that
a
why you never land inside the yellow box for Double Mini and Rod?
No, that's a bright yellow. That's fine. But like pale, like sickly yellow, it's disgusting.
Fair enough. All right, you guys. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Before I embarrass myself more.